did you find this book again? You have to tell me, Jonathan. Oh my goodness. Jonathan. Oh. You're not Jonathan. Pardon. How may I help you? Are you looking for someone? Hopefully you're not looking for anyone by the name of Jonathan. They're not here. No, it's just me. No one by the name of Jonathan has ever come here. Oh, you're not looking for him. Oh, thank goodness. You'd be surprised. Many people come to me to find my swindler of a brother named Jonathan. He means well. He finds me some great artifacts. Speaking of artifacts, are you looking for the owner? Oh, the head curator. He's not here. But I'm quite well versed in a lot of ancient Egyptian artifacts. I can even read some hieroglyphics. So I can help you. Oh, you do have some things. Wonderful. Oh, isn't Egypt just absolutely fascinating? Though I must say you're dressed quite strangely for being in the desert. All that black and leather and... Oh my goodness, you look absolutely parched. Jonathan, can you fetch me some water? You'll be just a moment. You certainly are a strange one. Kind of quiet. Oh, sorry, it's because I've been doing all the talking. I tend to do that when I get excited. Well, I work here. Specifically, I'm a librarian, but my family has always loved Egypt, and they were quite the scholars back in the day. I guess that's where my brother and I got it from. Well, what do you have for me? Oh, 2 items. It's my lucky day. Well, let me get prepared. I don't want to touch any artifacts without any proper gloves on. By the way, what did you say your name was? Van Helsing. Fascinating. Where does that originate from? Oh, a family name, I assume. There we are. Well, let's see it. I promise I will disclose everything I possibly can to you. No worries, I love sharing knowledge. Oh, yes, well, sometimes things do end up here. Maybe not from the best types of people. But at the end of the day, artifacts are artifacts and knowledge is knowledge. So I'm happy to help anywhere and anyone I can. Again, as long as you're not looking for Jonathan. Well, oh, there he is now. Thank goodness, not scaring the living daylights out of me. The water, right here, Jonathan. amount of metal that went into it. Oh, look at all this tiny little work. Probably chiseled. Oh, the little bit of boning around here. Oh my goodness. Yes. No, this must be from Moon. Are you familiar with that legend? Oh, well, yes, quite a fascinating story, actually. It was one of the pharaoh's most favored courtesans. Oh, yes, he wouldn't allow anyone to touch her. To do so would be condemned to death. You see, his priest and Miss Moon kind of shared a torrid love affair, which didn't end well for either of them. No, in fact, the priest, I believe his name was, what was his name again? Oh, Emo Death. Oh, he had to suffer one of the worst ways to die, being buried and mummified alive. Not that being mummified is a bad thing, it's actually kind of sweet when you think of it. Preparing loved ones for burial and sending them on to the afterlife in a nice way. That one was not a nice way, however. No, but I think this dates back to that time, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a quick look at these. Yes, this is quite the find. Look at these right here. These beads up top and the way it closes the picture, it's all quite fascinating, if I do say so myself. Look at that. Oh. Sorry, I get a little bit caught up in my work. What did you just say? No, I don't believe in ghosts. No, I'm a lady of science. You've heard that before? Well, it's true though. I can't believe anyone was possessed by this. No, I can't believe that. It's all quite silly, actually. I've been studying Egypt and Egyptian culture for quite some time now, and sure, there's stories, but I don't really believe it, no. Except for the one time that lovely brother of mine scared me by pretending to be a reanimated mummy in a tomb, nonetheless. He has a funny sense of humor, that one. Oh my. No, I actually don't know where the tomb of Atsunemun and Imhotep is. Unfortunately, there's all just rumors. Many people have gone into the desert seeking this supposed tomb, Pharaoh's tomb to be exact. There's supposed to be like untold riches buried beneath it, and in the pyramids, however, none of the brave souls have ever made it back. No. So it's all just fool's gold to me. Absolutely fascinating. Will you be leaving this here? No. I understand. If you change your mind, however, we'll give you a fair price for it. And it's safe to say it will be taken care of here. By me and the curator, of course. Would you mind terribly if I gave this artifact another once over? I usually never get to see things this so well preserved with all of its pieces. You see, usually when things come in here, usually by the passage of time, things have corroded or broken off, or more likely looters have gotten hold of it and have taken apart piece by piece. like carbon dated. Interesting. And you said this was on a pedestal. Oh, there doesn't appear to be a title for this book. Quite strange. Let's open up and see what I can see from the pages. They are yellow in appearance, so there is a sign of being weathered, though relatively it seems to be quite intact. There's no numbers on the pages. Quite peculiar. Yeah, no, this is definitely not Egyptian in origin. Though I will say this this book seems to talk an awful lot about magic. I don't believe in that either. Quite peculiar. Though the Egyptians did have a strong belief in the magic of reincarnation. So maybe whoever left this in the tomb also shares that same interest and study. Quite silly. Maybe they were looking for clues on that same respects. Let's check the inside cover. No initials, no author. Let's check the back. No, absolutely nothing indicating who wrote this or who it belongs to. Unfortunately, this is quite out of my depth and expertise. Sorry, I can't be of more help. Very strange case you have here. Here you are. Again, I can't be of more help when it comes to locating the tombs of ancient pharaohs, or especially Imhotep. I'm sorry, no one knows where he's buried exactly, just how he was buried. Though a lot of people go searching in the desert for what I assume is fool's gold. Many people have been told there are riches to be found in these tombs and in these pyramids, but no one who's gone looking has found anything, and more specifically, anyone who's gone searching for Imhotep has never returned, I'm afraid to say. However, can I tell you something? I don't know how true it is, but there are rumors of a map leading to a pharaoh's tomb. I know, though no one has actually seen this map, but you never know. My brother Jonathan might be able to help you out in that regard. He tends to know a lot of interesting yet unsavory folk. But between you and me, if he has a little bit too much to drink, then you'll likely believe anything. I know. It is who he is. That's right. Let me write down all my findings and my information in case you have any extra questions or come across anything interesting in terms of ancient Egyptian artifacts. You know who to send them to. Oh, of course, it's no bother. Now let's see here. So, that's right, the necklace. extra hand on a side door, burial, or tomb, or anything, feel free to contact me. Yes, the name is Evie. In terms of experience, well, it's all been practical so far. Not a lot of chances to research when you're female in England, unfortunately, which is why I'm here. Though, I haven't found anyone yet who's willing to take me on an expedition. Well, there might have been one, but, none after the accident. You don't want to hear about that? No, let me just finish writing about your lovely necklace. Oh, fine, you really want to hear it. I hope this doesn't sway your opinion of me. However, I might have been cataloguing a few things, and I was up on a ladder quite high. It was quite precarious, and while inputting the information into the filing system, I might have accidentally knocked it over. Not just the one that, it started off as 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 20, and then all of them. And now all the information is in a giant mess. It was completely by accident, but the curator here hasn't been seen since. He's had quite enough of me, unfortunately. But you know what? I'm still an archaeologist by any right. Okay, that's not entirely honest. I'm a librarian by trade, but it's always been my dream to go and be part of an expedition on an archaeological site, just like my parents before me. So if you hear of anyone going on such an expedition, or know of anyone who can take me into the desert, safely of course, please let me know. You know of someone? Oh, let me write it down. Okay, and his name? Rick O'Connell. Rick O'Connell. I haven't heard anyone by that name. Not in any field that I've researched. Well, this, Rick O'Connell, I'll be on the lookout for him. Better yet, do you know where he is right now? Yes, where I can find him. He seems like such a lovely fellow. What was that? You said he was where? Prison. Of course he's in prison. Well, I won't let that stop me. I'm going into that desert, whether they want me to or not. Thank you very much for your help, Van Helsing, and since you gave me a bit of advice, maybe I can give you just a tiny bit of some in return. Yes, if you're planning on heading back into the desert to explore, might I suggest not wearing the leather? For your safety, of course. I mean, it's a great look. It's a fantastic hat, but it's just my advice. Take it or leave it. But, I will wish you safe travels, and, thank you for letting me look at the artifacts. information regarding